have learned about the conditions required for germination and how plants grow and exhibit movement. Let us now explore the changes undergoes its own life. Activity 10.4. Let us explore. Plant a bean seed and provides suitable conditions for its growth. Observe regularly for 3 months. Record your observation in table 10.4 as and when changes become visible, note the date with any changes observed. Record the answers for following questions. How does it changes of how long does it take for any change to occur? Make sketches of various changes that you can observe in table 10.4. After how many days the first flower appears? After some parts of the plants have dried, can you see any further growth? Which structure do you remain develop into? Can you notice a pot or a fruit with seed developed from a plant? What happens to the plant after the food containing seeds are formed? ये टेबल बाद में करूँगा. Go through the observation you recorded regarding the growth of bean plant in table 10.4. What changes do you observe after the fruit are formed? Does the plant become yellow and dry even when you continue watering it? So the seed obtained from your bean plant, watch how they give rise to new germination of bean plant. Compare the sketches that you can have drawn in the table 10.4 with the figure 10.4. A seed grows into a young plant and matures to produce flowers and fruit. The fruit in this case pods that contain the seeds which give rise to new germination of bean plant. The entire process of seed to become a plant and then to the next generation of the seed is called the life cycle of the plant. Figure 10.4. When a plant stops growing and all activities of life gradually come to an end, even the ability of all necessary conditions, the plant is considered dead. Oh, तो सबसे पहले होता है स्टेज वन सीड, देन होता है सीड जर्मिनेशन, ये देन होता है स्टेज 3 में अपीयरेंस ऑफ लीव्स, फिर होता है अपीयरेंस ऑफ फ्लावर्स, अपीयरेंस ऑफ फ्रूट्स, फिर डेड हो जाता है और ये सीड्स के साथ फिर से आ जाता है बीन प्लांट. 10.5 Life cycle of animals. You have learnt about the life cycle of a plant when you seen that plant grows through many changes in its lives. Have you observed how the animals grow over time? Draw the sketches of their young ones and name them. The life of a mosquito. A mosquito buzzing around is common experience for all us. Female mosquitoes are blood-sucking insects that transmit the several diseases like malaria, dengue, chikungunya. You might have learned from the newspaper, school notice board, or awareness camps that mosquito breeding should be prevented. When we are advised to do not allow water to strange anywhere in our surrounding. Why it so? Does stagnant water have any reaction with mosquito ring? Conduct a safety or audit in your school or at your home or surroundings to check the stagnant water. If available, carry a hand lens to observe any small creature. Some common places where stand water is gathered, like desert coolers, planted pots, and any open container. You may find two types of worms like creatures. They are larvae and pupa. Two distinct life stages during the development of mosquito. In these cases, you observe a larva and pupa, report to your teacher, discuss with your teacher and classmates and about the necessary measures one can take prevent breeding of mosquito. What difference do you observe shape of larva and pupa? तो देख सकते हैं कितनी ज़्यादा है, ये सीधा होता है और ये कुछ एक जगह ही रहता है। देखो एक साथ कितने अंडे देते हैं ये। Mosquito larvae and pupa observed in water bodies repeatedly come into the water surface. What can be the reason for this? Mosquito and larvae live in water and require air to respire. They move to surface of water for air. How can be described? I have seen mother spraying kerosene oil on starving water. Why does she do? Kerosene oil forms a thin layer over the water surface. This layer separates water from the air and does not allow larvae and pupa to inhale air. As the result, they die. Activity 10.5. Let us enhance. Let us solve an interesting puzzle. How will you decide which stage larva or pupa comes immediately after the egg? Larva आता है. Suppose our given container with water from a puddle container larva and pupa. Design an activity to find out the correct sequence of these stages. You can take help of following activities designed by the Avadi to create own activity. I have water container with mosquito and larva. Step 2. I will spread 4 to 5 larvae and pupa into 2 separate containers with same water. I observe them each day until they seem changing into the next stage. Larva changes into pupa. If you would mean that larva stage come out before the pupa or vice versa, I will keep watching both the containers to see which one mosquito appear first. These observations will help us to learn the correct sequence of growth. Now suppose you are given a container filled with water from a puddle which contain larvae and pupa without spreading them from the container. How would you design activity to decide which stage out of two gives way to next? तो होता ही है, सबसे पहले आते हैं एग्स, फिर लार्वा, फिर प्यूपा, फिर ये मच्छर बहुत दम रखा है हमारी कहाँ है, ये बहुत गंदा मच्छर है गाइस। देखो अब भी स्किन पे बैठा है, तभी इसकी फोटो खींचिए। Let us learn more about these stages in life cycle of a mosquito. Mosquitoes passes through the 4 stages in their life cycle: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. The adult mosquito enters from pupa, rests briefly on the surface of water, and then flies away. The adult mosquito may survive for 10 to 15 days, we have seen that mosquito begin its life and as an egg stage when the egg develops in larva stage 2, stage 3. The larva grows into the pupa stage 3. The pupa transform into an adult adult mosquito. The adult fem mosquito acts directly on or near water. The cycle continues. The significant changes occurs in appearance and body shape and structure during the various stages in life cycle of mosquitoes. The shape of mosquito is quite different from the larva and the appearance very different from the pupa. The pupa appears when distance of adult mosquito is it easy to imagine that a mosquito emerges from a pupa? No. तो अभी तक यहीं पे तक पढ़ेंगे फिर आगे पढ़ेंगे। तो आज के लिए इतना ही बस करते हैं।